Welcome to Hollywood Bulletin, where we bring you the stories behind the stars like never before. Buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the incredible, inspiring, and sometimes heartbreaking journey of country music icon Barbara Mandrell. Back in the 1970s and 80s, Barbara Mandrell wasn't just a country music star, she was the moment. With a voice that could silence a room and charm an entire nation, she redefined what it meant to be a woman in country music. She wasn't just talented, she was bold, unapologetic, and fiercely in control of her image and message. Audiences adored her, and industry insiders respected her. For a while, it seemed like she could do no wrong. But then, slowly and almost quietly, the spotlight dimmed. The woman who once dominated charts, award shows, and national TV began to fade into the background. Was it the pressure of fame, a secret battle behind the scenes, or did the very industry she helped build turn its back on her? The truth is far more surprising than anyone expected. Barbara Mandrell was born on Christmas Day, 1948, in Houston, Texas, to Mary Ellen, a devoted music teacher, and Herbie Mandrell, a police officer with a passion for music. Music wasn't just heard in her house, it was lived. After moving to Corpus Christi, her musical roots deepened. From singing at home to performing gospel at her family church, Barbara's gift wasn't just talent, it was instinct. By first grade, she was reading music and playing the accordion. At age 6, after moving to Oceanside, California, her exposure to music exploded. She picked up the saxophone in elementary school, learned steel guitar from a family friend, and after just a year, performed at a music trade show in Chicago, catching the eye of country musician Joe Maphis. In 1960, at just 11, she joined Maphis's Las Vegas show, dazzling audiences with her steel guitar skills. She earned a regular spot on California's Town Hall Party show, realizing other women were carving paths too, inspiring her deeply. Each summer, she returned to Vegas, and by 1962, she was touring with Johnny Cash and Patsy Cline, even sharing hotel rooms with Cline. She played alongside legends like Red Foley and Tex Ritter, proving her maturity on stage. At 14, her family formed the Mandrell Family Band, featuring Barbara, her parents, and drummer Ken Dudney, her future husband. Touring military bases, adding Beatles covers, and expanding her instrument skills to banjo and bass, Barbara was unstoppable outside music. She thrived to Miss Oceanside, California in 1965, active in school, and marrying Ken in 1967. Dreaming of domestic life, she stepped away to be a housewife and even performed for troops in Vietnam before Ken's deployment. Visiting her parents in Nashville, she realized she belonged on stage, not watching. Performing at Printer's Alley, she impressed 6 record labels and signed with Columbia Records in 1969. Her debut single, an Otis Redding cover, charted on Billboard. By 1975, after moving to ABC Records, later MCA, she embraced a pop country fusion under producer Tom Collins. Hits like Standing Room Only, That's What Friends Are For, and Midnight Angel cemented her place. Her soulful covers soared. Married But Not to Each Other and Woman to Woman reached top 5 and even crossed into pop charts. In 1978, Sleeping Single in a Double Bed became her first chart topper, followed by If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. Her shows became grand productions with costumes and choreography, setting new standards for women in country music. Yet critics accused her of being overly polished, calling her 1983 album Spun Gold a strange mix of country and disco glam. But her songs' themes, heartbreak, financial struggles, and working-class pride resonated deeply. Barbara was more than a performer. She was a fearless steel guitarist, soulful singer, glamorous star, and a woman who defied every box they tried to put her in. Her love life also reflected that same boldness. In 1967, she married Ken Dudney, who left his Navy pilot career to support her. Together, they had 3 children, Matthew, Jaime, and Nathan. While Barbara dominated the stage, Ken supported her behind the scenes. In 1988, they built Fontanelle, the largest log cabin mansion in the world, later turned into a tourist attraction. But tragedy struck on September 11, 1984. A horrific car crash near Nashville killed a college student and left Barbara with severe injuries, a broken femur, ankle, knee damage, and a concussion that led to memory loss. She spent over a year recovering, pushing through relentless physical therapy. Miraculously, moments before the crash, she'd buckled her children's seat belts, a decision that saved their lives. Barbara became a vocal seatbelt safety advocate, starring in TV campaigns and serving as honorary chair for the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. However, a necessary legal formality, a $10.3 million lawsuit against the other driver's family drew public backlash. Despite being required to access insurance compensation, she understood the anger, learning firsthand how fame can complicate public perception. Her NBC variety show, Barbara Mandrell and the Mandrell Sisters, premiered at her peak. Blending music and comedy with sisters Louise and Earlene, it drew 40 million viewers. But the grueling schedule nearly destroyed her voice. Doctors warned of permanent damage if she didn't stop. Reluctantly, she ended the show after 2 seasons. In 2007, fans relived this magic through a special DVD release. By the 90s, after countless hits, an autobiography, and a TV movie adaptation, Barbara chose family over fame. In 1997, she gave a final emotional performance at the Grand Ole Opry, sold her instruments, and stepped away for good. She found joy in gardening, painting, and being with loved ones. In 2009, she was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame, honoring her father, Herbie, who had passed away just months earlier. Even after retirement, her music inspired new generations. In 2020, DJ Dave Aud remixed Sleeping Single in a Double Bed, thrilling Barbara with a modern twist. In 2022, she made a rare emotional return to the Grand Ole Opry to celebrate her 50th anniversary. Though she didn't perform, her presence alone was electric. Carrie Underwood honored her, and Barbara's Instagram message afterward radiated gratitude and love for her fans and the Opry family. Today, Barbara Mandrell is a symbol of enduring grace, a woman who chose peace over spotlight, but whose legacy shines as bright as ever. Her journey is one of stunning success, devastating tragedy, fearless reinvention, and quiet strength. Which Barbara Mandrell song is your favorite? Tell us in the comments below. And if you loved this story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin, and ring the bell so you never miss a story that brings the stars closer to you.